Before making any weird ideas, this is not some weird manga. She's legit. At least that's what she's saying. Kouta is a new college student ready to leave his house and move alone. As he stands on the edge of venturing into the big, wide world, a wave of sadness washes over his sister. She can't shake off the feeling of loneliness that's creeping in, knowing that life won't be the same without her brother by her side. When Kouta was a curious 9-year-old embarking on life's adventures, his world took an unexpected turn when his father, seeking a new chapter, decided to remarry, introducing Kouta to a brand new family. In this twist of fate, Kouta met his sister, who is 4 years younger than him, for the first time. Since that moment they got along so well, and eventually he realized that he'd become obsessed with having a little sister. Throughout the entire school period, because of his obsession, Kouta found himself isolating from friends and classmates. The reason? His unwavering dedication to spending every possible moment with his sister. In the present, Kouta has come to a crucial realization. He understands that he can't maintain this level of obsession forever. Acknowledging the need for change, he sees that becoming independent could be the key to breaking free from the isolation he inadvertently created. On the eagerly awaited first day of college, Kouta's excitement is palpable. However, as the day unfolds, a realization dawns on him. Everyone is forming groups and he must act quickly to connect with others. Unfortunately, due to his self-imposed isolation over the past years, Kouta finds himself fumbling in his attempts to connect. As he tries to break the ice, his introduction takes an awkward turn, giving off vibes mirroring grade school behavior. Thinking about it, being a loner didn't really bother Kouta until now, because when he arrived at home his lovely sister would be there to greet him. While walking through the rain and crying for his sister, a girl with huge eyes and Crocs on her feet stares at him. Concerned for her safety in the late hour and pouring rain, Kouta approaches the girl. Worried, he asks about her parents, but her silence raises alarm. Unable to receive a response, Kouta contemplates the gravity of the situation and considers calling the police. Seeing Kouta about to call for help, the girl tries to stop him, but her legs give out and she ends up back on the ground. It turns out that the girl was weak because she hadn't eaten in a while, and our guy, Kouta, decides to help her out. He brings her to his place and makes sure she gets something into her mouth. From the look of it, that must be some curry and rice. The choice to bring the girl to his place makes him wonder if this situation is counting as kidnapping. But hearing her words of appreciation, Kouta's brotherly instincts kick in, and without hesitation he extends a helping hand, gently wiping the food off her face. The girl, catching on to the sibling vibe, jokingly suggests he's her brother, making Kouta's heart skip a beat at just how adorable she is. Luckily, Kouta has a moment of self-awareness and realizes that diving into full siscon mode over a girl he just met might be a bit too much. But just as he tries to keep things in check, she sneezes, and before he knows it, he's back in action, grabbing a napkin and helping the girl clean her nose. In a surprising turn of events, her powerful sneeze leads to a rather unexpected revelation. Thanks to the sheer force, her chest makes a noticeable appearance, revealing a melon-themed surprise that catches Kouta off guard, making him ask about her age. Despite her appearance, it turns out she's actually 19, making them the same age. As Kouta inquires about her parents and the potential worry they might feel, the girl nonchalantly falls asleep. In this peculiar moment, Kouta can't help but find the situation oddly cute. Here he is, with a stranger who wandered into his house without knowing if he's a good or bad person, peacefully dozing off. As he tries to cover her up, Kouta can't help but be surprised by her well-endowed figure, considering her small size. In an attempt to regain his composure, he hastily decides to step outside for a much-needed breath of fresh air, but that does not seem to work because from behind the girl is following him. Trying to shake off the persistent follower, the girl remembers him of his sister, prompting Kouta to apologize because she must have felt worried since she was left alone in a stranger apartment. As they decide to introduce themselves, we learn that her name is Nanohara, and just as Kouta is about to ask about her situation, two cops are approaching them from behind. The situation takes a turn for the worse as the cops start questioning Kouta, and he finds himself behaving in the most awkward and questionable manner imaginable. While being taken apart, the girl pulls off a daring escape, grabbing Kouta's hand and prompting them to make a run for it. Sometime later, after successfully evading the cops, the girl apologizes to Kouta for getting him involved. Then Nanohara reveals that she ran away from home. After that discovery, she throws in the "how nice it would have been if you really were my brother." Upon hearing Nanohara's words, our sister-obsessed boy suggests with enthusiasm that he's more than willing to be her brother. He promises to protect and take care of her with everything he has until they find somewhere to go for her. As a show of appreciation, Nanohara leaps onto him, embracing him in a soft and smooth manner. The next morning, as Nanohara attempts to wake up her new brother in the most family-friendly way, she hears him mumble, "Just 5 more minutes, Unju." Shortly after, she greets him with a huge smile on her face, scaring the boy who never had such a wonderful view in the morning. When asked who Unju is, the girl he mumbled about a moment ago, Nanohara discovers that the lowly boy is actually dreaming about his younger sister. And now knowing that, the girl expresses a genuine desire to meet her, but Unju is living with their parents, that's why he will introduce them with the next occasion. Kouta's place is filled with cardboard boxes as he recently moved in, prompting him to start cleaning up. Fortunately for him, his sister offers a helping hand while making me censor the whole chapter from this point on. While moving some boxes around, Nanohara attempts to get a few of them to the upper floor. However, due to her short attire, an unintended view appears in front of Kouta's eyes. This time, while attempting to arrange the bookshelf, she comes across something she believes might be just a regular manga. However, the truth turns out to be so much worse. Thankfully, he moves quickly enough to snatch the book out of her hands before she can read the title. While he contemplates whether there might be other things she shouldn't see, the girl suggests she'll start cleaning the floor. And oh boy, that skirt seems to have something wrong with the polarity because it always ends up revealing her juicy places. Kouta, navigating the turbulent waters of teenage hormones, gets a shock when he realizes her white cotton panties are unexpectedly showcasing a level of maturity in undergarment choices that he wasn't quite prepared for. Once successfully recentering his attention, he apologizes for the confined space, only to discover that the girl surprisingly enjoys this narrow space. Apparently, she finds joy in the snug surroundings as it allows them to engage in various activities together, starting from watching TV to sharing meals. It turns out she never had the opportunity to enjoy such simple pleasures before. Experiencing these moments with Kouta brings her an abundance of joy and happiness. Just as she's about to shift her focus on another cleaning task, the unexpected takes center stage and the girl's skirt decides to embark on its rebellious journey, getting entangled in something and unveiling her pristine white silk completely. Caught in this awkward scenario, the boy summons every ounce of his strength to resist looking, but Nanohara struggles to free herself, and in that moment of desperation, she requests his assistance, urging him to use his mighty hand to come to her rescue. Approaching closer, his eyes convey everything we need to know, and it's not just us. Even Nanohara caught wind that Kouta's eyes were playing detective on her anatomy. Just as he's about to rescue the girl from that uncomfortable situation, an unexpected guest, none other than his sister, barges in. It's as if he's caught red-handed, putting on a show and entertaining another girl. As she observes the peculiar situation unfolding before her eyes, Unju can't believe the boy's excuses and continues to assert that he already has an angel named Unju. After some time, Unju finally calms down and discovers that Nanohara is 19 despite her youthful appearance. Not only that, but she expresses the desire for the two of them to become good friends. Apparently, this girl wishes to make 100 friends, leaving Unju feeling awkward with her childish behavior. But when hearing she is her first friend, Unju does not understand how come isn't her brother the first one she befriended. That's why she starts overthinking the possibility that the two of them are something more than just friends. While trying to explain this situation and that they are not in some weird kind of relationship, Nanohara's tummy starts growling, asking for food. This prompts Kouta to shift all his attention towards her and decide to make dinner, leaving his sister in a state of jealousy. After all, she has been his sister for such a long time, and she tried her best to become a sister whom Kouta would like. She is not going to lose her spot as the most important girl in her brother's life. Before starting to cook, he wants to know what his sister would like to eat, and since they have all the ingredients for the omiya rice, he starts right away, but not before his sister changing into her new apron, exclaiming that she's going to help. Because of that, even Nanohara wants to help, but thinking about her being around flames or knives makes Kouta worried and prompts him to send her to the store to buy some ketchup. Just after that, he realizes that there might be people who will start following her, but his sister reminds him that Nanohara is 19. Finally, it's been a while since the two of them were alone, and she seizes the opportunity to reaffirm her position as the undisputed #1 little sister in his life. When they finished with the delicious-looking food, Anju grabs the ketchup bottle, ready to unleash a culinary magic trick that will surely enchant her brother. A few moments later, and her brother's nose starts pouring out more liquid than the ketchup she poured on the rice. Upon seeing this delightful view, Anju believes her tricks are working, and her brother has finally remembered how cute she is. But right at that moment, he brings up Nanohara, who is running late. This prompts Anju to escalate her strategy to the next level, the special service. With a dramatic leap onto his lap, she embraces the art of mouth feeding, making Kouta question himself how long it has been since she last sat in his lap and why she's suddenly more assertive than usual. As she is about to put that spoon filled with rice into his mouth, Nanohara opens the door, interrupting their brotherly moment. She even suggests that she wants to be mouth-fed as well, taking over the special service from Kouta. Despite Anju's wish to start living with her brother, Kouta managed to convince her to go back home. However, whether it's college or a new place, he feels lonely by himself, but he finds solace in the fact that he has gained another little sister. Living in the same house with another girl made him realize that she must have some privacy as well, prompting him to prepare one of the rooms for Nanohara. As Kouta descends the stairs, he hears the girl who just left the bathroom speaking from behind him. Startled, he rotates his head to catch a glimpse, but her lewd dress code assaults his mind, causing him to lose his balance and tumble to the ground. Inside the bathroom, Kouta begins meditating to gain control over his dirty thoughts. He reminds himself that he must behave like a brother and maintain appropriate boundaries. When done with the shower, Anju's face is all red as she became scared while watching a horror movie, making the boy feel enthusiastic as the opportunity to show a brotherly behavior shows up. Looking upon checking the time, Kouta realizes it's already midnight, and he has classes in the morning. Reluctantly, he heads to his futon, leaving Nanohara on her own. As Kouta sets his alarm for the next day, he feels something warm touching him. Turning around, he sees Nanohara has joined him. It turns out she's still scared and wants the two of them to sleep together. Without much thought, Kouta accepts Nanohara's request as he's used to comforting Anju. However, when Nanohara moves closer and embraces him, his mind goes blank as her hands start moving in dangerous directions. As the night progresses in this manner, Kouta finds himself unable to close an eye. With Nanohara's unexpected closeness and the turmoil of his own emotions, sleep eludes him entirely. By morning, he finds himself exhausted and drained from the restless night.